everybody, welcome in. It's so nice to have you here for this video. I am currently listening to the sounds of snowplows going down my road because we had our first snowfall of the season last night. It will be Belle's first snow day ever today. They canceled school. Yes, I needed Bub to pick up a gallon of milk on his way home from work last night. Like, we're ready for it. Also, one other note, I just started listening to another book on Audible. I have Michelle Obama's book, Becoming. I'm probably like half an hour in on that by now. It's so good. On the topic of good things, let's talk about the whole point of this video. This is a collaboration with a friend I've met through YouTube. Her name is AndreaLeigh. Her channel is AndreaLeigh23, and she's a beauty channel here on YouTube. I actually got to meet her in person at my meet and greet at Macy's. Wasn't this past spring, but the one before, and she is just an absolute doll. The entire package of kind, beautiful, great personality. I so enjoyed getting to meet her, and I was so honored that she made the trip to see me there. But since that time I find out she's got a YouTube channel, I subscribe to her channel. She is wonderful on there. I would love to see more people discover her content. Some of her latest videos, for example, she's done a top 10 concealers under $10. She's got an e.l.f. haul. She's talking about some Wet n Wild stuff. She's got a top 10 of Lorac, oily skin drugstore essentials. I feel like she's got a great variety of content on her channel, but I think what makes her so special is her honest and very sincere, genuine delivery. It's been great to get to know her a little better through our scheming on this collaboration, and this is actually her idea. She wanted to do something with the Once palette, and she thought it'd be fun to choose each other's looks. So we decided on 5 shades for each other to use. So I chose 5 for her. You're gonna have to check out her video to see what colors they were and how it came together, and I'm excited to see what she did with it too. But I'm opening up my text here to tell you the shades she chose for me. She chose the Cream, Prayer, Grateful, Belle Violet, and Family. What do all those shades have in common? Anyone? Anyone? It's gonna be a two-faced romantic eye inspired look because that is really the inspiration for all those shades. They came into this palette because I loved them from Romantic Eye, and nobody can get Romantic Eye anymore. And speaking of getting a palette, when are you gonna be able to get your hands on the Once again? I feel like I've been saying soon, soon, soon forever, but it's taken a long time for things to ship in, get through customs, get through a pretty lengthy quality control procedure, and now it's in Ulta's hands basically whenever they choose to make that happen. But we're talking tens of thousands of palettes going through a quality control inspection, and at this point I'm guessing going into distribution centers. So thank you so much for your patience on that. I should be getting a specific date soon to share with you all. The Needs is still in stock. We're talking about the Once here. And you know, this palette is my baby. I love this palette. Obviously the shade selection speaks to me, but I feel like the quality of the shadows is just the ultimate in wearability. It's not going to overwhelm. As I said in my launch video, you know, I wanted buildable, user-friendly, easy shadows, and I think that's exactly what these are. So let's get going. I've got my foundation on, my brows done. My eye primer is already on, so we are going to jump into this look. I'm so excited because I don't think I've done a specifically romantic eye inspired look from this palette yet, but that is, you know, the inspiration for part of the palette. Now, something I love doing with this palette is setting up a look with Prayer. It's such a beautiful kind of mauve-y shade here. It builds up very quickly. You don't need a lot, just one tap into the shadow and get it applied right there to the crease. So if we end up liking this look when it's all said and done, we can thank Andrea because it's all her. And guys, when I do these collabs here on my channel and may sometimes introduce you to a channel you didn't know about before, or maybe another channel has introduced you to me, welcome. But I've gotten such a good response and so many people saying like, thank you, you know, now I discovered another channel I love watching and won't miss another video from, and I just love that. I love the ability to connect you to someone who I feel is fantastic at what they do. And doing things like this just, to me, gives YouTube a little less like lonesome, isolated feel, you know, like in this internet space. It makes it feel a little bit more like, I don't know, a small town. Like, hey, go down the street to Andrea's, tell her I sent you, and buy you a soda pop or something. So I've got Prayer here, very quickly and easily blended out. I'm going to take a little bit of the cream, and that's going to be my highlight. We're just setting things up, y'all. And now maybe you see the reason why I have like Grateful, Belle Violet, and Family all sort of near each other. I wanted people to see the potential for a beautiful color combo here. And if they weren't placed this way, and if it was all more gradient style, like here are my neutrals into my greens, into my black, I thought maybe people would miss that. So I wanted you to see that these shades together look really pretty. And my gut says go big time all over the lid with Grateful, but I don't want to do the same thing I always do. Here's what I think I'm going to do first. I'm going to start start with Family with a flat brush. This is our dark matte plum, you guys. And we're going to start patting that on the outer part of the lid. And we're going to carry that in about halfway, but I'm placing my brush first on the outer part, so that's where the most shadow goes, is where you first touch down that brush. And just build that purple up to your desired intensity, and we're going to get it into the crease as well. Flipping over the brush, letting a little bit of shadow apply up there. This shade looks really pretty as it kind of meshes in with Prayer, and something I love about it too is it doesn't generate any fallout, any real dustiness. It's just a nice buildable matte plum. Looking a little dark, a little smoky right now at this stage of the game. Then I'm going to take my brush that I started out with using Prayer, and I'm going to just do a little crease blending. There's nothing additionally on this brush at this point in time, but I want my plum to really blend up in there. And once I feel like I've gotten to that point, then I will pick up a little bit more Prayer, or a little mauve-y matte, and let that blend just up above. See, sometimes you kind of have to get something onto the lid, a little bit into the crease before you realize, oh, okay, now I have a feel for how intense or how big I want to go with that transition-y type color. Then I'm taking a little smaller brush into Family, and I'm going to let that come in here to my outer corner. Once again with my blending brush, just to make sure nothing's too sharp or harsh here. Kind of looking like a pretty sort of sunset look, really, just between these two shades, or technically three, I guess, with the cream. But we're going to do some fun accents now. What I really think is satisfying with this palette is to see a little bit of Belle Violet coming in contact with Family. Seeing that overlap is really pretty, so I am going to do a little bit of that here on the lid, go into that with my flat brush, and right about in the center of the lid, so it is having a chance to overlap, just dab a little bit of that purple, and instantly the look just gets a new personality just with this subtle move here, right? Love. And I really like to apply these shimmers with just a short swipe of the brush. And now here's my thought, guys. I want Grateful to come right around this inner corner, pop around there, and come maybe like halfway down onto the lower lash line as well. I think that'd be really pretty and sort of an unexpected inner corner accent. This is all on you, Andrea. You chose this, so let's see if it works. This is my little Sigma E47 brush, and I think it's great for little details. And I'm going to go into Grateful, and I'm going to start just bringing it up a little bit to meet Belle Violet, and then we're going to pop it around that corner. This brush, given its size and its flexibility of the bristles, isn't a huge, like, let's pack a ton on right now. It's going to kind of build slowly for you, which is sort of what I want, because I'm not sure how green I want to go right here. So I'm just kind of building until I see what I want to see and I'm comfortable with it. But I want to definitely encircle that inner corner. I've seen a lot of looks where Grateful has been used around the inner corner, and like Corduroy was the main shade on the lid, and you guys popped some of this on the innermost part, and I thought that's always looked cool, but I've never really tried putting it there myself. Now, to furthermore carry that green onto the lower lash line, I'm using my E21 smudge brush, so something just that I'm a little more used to that is better suited to this small lower lash line area. And I'm going to take this probably 2/3 of the way across. Then I think I'll simply use Family coming in from the outside to sort of deepen it up and make this look come full circle around the eye. I'm so excited to see what Andrea did, how she chose to work the colors in together that I picked for her. Now I'm going to just kind of clean off my brush, and then we'll go into Family. Again, that's the matte plum, and I'm just working that in here, outer corner. Let it overlap that green just a little bit at about the midway point of the lower lash line. I think this is going to be so pretty when the look gets framed with some lashes and we see some kind of fluttery lashes coming down over this green, because anytime you got something light and shimmery on the lower lash line and then you put your mascara on, don't you feel like the lashes get a little more spotlighted when you've got that interesting backdrop to your lower lash line shadow? Anybody see where I'm going with that? Gosh, the heat just turned off up here. It feels like it's been going the entire time. I've got an idea. Oh man, that just sounded like Biddy's latest line is, I got an idea. Sometimes she goes on and tells us what the idea actually is, and sometimes she just wants to use the phrase, I've got an idea. What about bringing prayer back in with a pencil brush and kind of letting that come down here? It's not going to do anything really drastic, but it's going to soften the plum somewhat. And maybe even with my wispy white E36 brush, taking a little bit and just kind of really letting that come around the outside of the eye look. I'm thinking a plum liner maybe in the lower inner rim. I've got this Aqua XL M80 from Makeup Forever, and I'm just going to work that in here on my lower inner rim. I like that. I like that smokiness that everything just took on here. Okay, now I think I'm going to pop on some mascara top and bottom. I'm going to use my Salon Perfect Silk Noir Lashes 652s with this look. And then I'll be right back and show you how it all ended up. So here is how our look shaped up. I did do liner across the upper lash line. Today I used my M Cosmetics brush tip, and I didn't even do a wing or anything, just went straight across, and then mascara top and bottom, popped on those Silk Noir lashes like I said, and I'm so pleased with that look. I also bumped up my highlight a little bit just by applying a little bit of the Oh Heavens eyeshadow. That's this sort of pearlescent shimmer right here, right on that spot. And then for the lips, I had trouble like deciding what I wanted to do with the lip color, but I opted to actually play off of the transition-y color called Prayer there. So I went with the shade Ariel from the ColourPop Disney collection, and I thought that was kind of a fun, a little bit more on the neutral side for a lip color, paired in with some of these fun splashes of color we've got going on the lid and around the inner corner. But I just absolutely love the way this look turned out. I definitely have not tried this particular color combo in this way before on my eyes, so thank you so much, Andrea, for the great inspiration. For my blush, I used the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Volume 4. I actually used both of those shades and that bronzer, which is kind of barely visible on my skin. I'm not the hugest fan of this. But yeah, that is my look. Hopefully this gives you a little colorful inspiration for your Once palette. Thank you so much, Andrea. It was an honor to collaborate with you on this, and I can't wait to see the look that you came out with as well, because those shadows were all my choices. And I do plan to do some fun holiday kind of party looks with this palette soon, so keep an eye out for that. Keep an eye out for the updates on the back in stock. I'm sorry that's taking so long, but I will be eager to share that news with you when I can, and thank you so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.